Imagine a phone as thin as the latest iPad Pro, but with Google's AI smarts that folds in half. That's the Pixel 9 Pro Fold, the follow-up to Pixel Fold, which was my favorite foldable released in 2023. But here's the question. Did Google succeed with the redesign for its second act? Let's talk about what stands out to me about this device, starting with this gorgeous hardware. When I say slim, I mean this thing feels impossibly thin. When opened up, the Pixel 9 Pro Fold is only 0.2 inches thick. That's slimmer than almost every other smartphone out there, and it's right on par with the thin iPad Pro. Now, if you're wondering how Google managed to pack so much power into such a slender frame, the answer lies in some ingenious engineering. For example, this hinge. It folds completely flat, meaning smoother transitions between phone and tablet modes. It's a seemingly small detail, but one that makes a huge difference in everyday use for any foldable, and with the hinge, Google nailed it. If you ever tried multitasking with a poorly designed hinge in the middle of a foldable display, you know exactly what I mean, and you won't have that issue here. Google has packed the Pixel 9 Pro Fold with the new Tensor G4 chip, the heart that powers its fast performance and seamless multitasking, as well as the AI features. Now, while it's no Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Gen 3, I found it to get the job done, and it's not something that most people are gonna notice at all. The phone weighs in at 9.1 ounces, striking a perfect balance between portability and durability. And while it may not be the lightest foldable, it distributes the weight very well. In the hand, it feels like a quality piece of hardware thanks to that little bit of heft. All right, next, let's talk about the displays. On the outside, you have a 6.3-inch external OLED display, perfect for quick tasks like checking notifications, social media, and those typical quick smartphone things that you do. The outer display is taller on the Pixel 9 Pro Fold than it was on last year's Pixel Fold, and I think this was the right move as much as I liked the form factor of the original. But of course, when you need more screen real estate, you unfold the device and you've got this really nice 8-inch OLED display. Now, both displays are capable of reaching a peak brightness of 2700 nits, which is just insanely bright. You won't struggle to see your displays even in bright, sunny conditions. Now, this internal display uses LTPO technology, which dynamically adjusts the refresh rate from 1 Hz all the way up to 120 Hz, depending on what you're doing. So if you're scrolling through social media, it'll speed up for buttery smooth transitions. But if you're just reading an article, it'll dial that down to conserve power. Now, this external display is not quite as flexible, with a range of 60 Hz to 120 Hz, but that's more than enough for most tasks. It's a minor detail, but worth mentioning for those who are battery life purists. All right, before we jump into these cameras, let's talk about saving money with this video sponsor, Tello Mobile. Tello offers super affordable phone plans with full flexibility. No contracts, no hidden fees, and of course, you can bring your own phone and keep your current number. Their best-selling unlimited plan offers unlimited talk, text, and 35 gigs of 4G and 5G high-speed data, all for just $25 a month. That includes hotspot, Wi-Fi calling, and even international calls to over 60 countries at no extra cost. It's the kind of plan that just makes sense. It's simple, affordable, and fully in your control. You can upgrade or downgrade anytime with no strings attached. But if you're someone like me who likes to build your plan exactly the way you want it, they've got a custom plan builder that lets you mix and match minutes and data to fit your individual needs. It is super intuitive. You're basically designing your perfect plan in under a minute. So if you're looking to cut your phone bill without compromising on coverage or quality, hit the link in the description to check out Tello and find your perfect plan. And again, big thank you to Tello for sponsoring this video. Next, let's talk about these cameras. Can we capture content that's worthy of these gorgeous screens? The Pixel 9 Pro Fold comes with a triple rear camera setup that consists of a 48 megapixel wide lens for those everyday shots, a 10.5 megapixel ultra wide for capturing sweeping landscapes, and a 10.8 megapixel telephoto with a 5x optical zoom. Now, right up front, I do want to call out that the Pixel 9 Pro and Pixel 9 Pro XL have a 50 megapixel wide and 48 megapixel ultra wide and telephoto lenses, and I wouldn't have blamed you for assuming that a device called the Pixel 9 Pro Fold would have that same camera setup. So that's disappointing that the most expensive device in the Pixel 9 Pro lineup doesn't match up in the camera area. That said, raw specs aren't everything. Google's throwing in some seriously clever features to help you capture those perfect moments without the stress. Take the Made You Look feature. It uses animations on the front screen to grab attention, making it perfect for getting kids, pets, or even your camera-shy adult friends to look right at the lens. The dual screen preview is another game changer. It lets you frame your shots using both the internal and external displays, giving you a director's level view of what you're capturing. And while this might not have the 8K video recording or 20x lossless zoom that some might want, you do get the 8K upscaling, which looks really good. You also get a dedicated macro mode on the ultra-wide lens, which lets you capture intricate details that other phones might miss. And of course, since it's a Pixel, Google's image processing remains some of the best. Next, we've got to talk about the AI features, as the device is packing Google's Gemini. And it's so integrated, in fact, that you even get the Gemini logo on the boot up sequence of the phone. If that doesn't tell you how important Google sees AI integration, I don't know what would. Gemini powers Magic Eraser, a tool that lets you remove unwanted objects from your photos with just a tap. The Pixel Studio app uses generative AI to create original art. You can create images from text prompts, opening up a whole new world of creative possibilities. You can also edit your own images, adding and removing things and changing their reality. Now, this seems to be the most controversial feature, but to me, this is just another form of art that's being made more accessible. You no longer need to be a Photoshop master to do this kind of stuff. It wasn't impossible before, it was just more difficult. Now beyond that, Gemini Nano is built into Android 14, and it's there to make your digital life easier. It can do things like transcribe and summarize your phone calls, so you never have to worry about taking notes during a conversation again. Think of it as a digital assistant that's just always there. You just have to remember it's there and start taking advantage of what it can do. There's also the AI-powered Screenshots app that takes all your screenshots, does AI processing on them to understand what's in them, when they were taken, etc., allowing you to easily find the things that you captured previously. Next, let's talk battery life. The Pixel 9 Pro Fold comes packed with a battery that'll get you through a solid day of normal use, and we're talking 12 to 14 hours. Under heavy use though, expect about 8 to 9 hours before needing to reach for a charger. And that's not bad, it just falls a bit short of the 24-hour battery life that Google claims. The 8-inch internal display definitely draws a lot of power when you're running intensive tasks, but Google's smart power management features help you squeeze out every last bit of juice. And when you do need to charge, the Pixel 9 Pro Fold supports fast charging, which gives you a quick power boost when you're on the go. Now obviously, quick charging can mean different things for different phones. So to be more precise, in my tests, it took 30 minutes to get from 0 to 50% charge, 60 minutes to get to 75%, and 105 minutes to go from 0 all the way up to 100% charge. Oh, and if you like wireless charging, unfortunately, the Pixel 9 Pro Fold doesn't support the Google Pixel stand, so you have to use another solution if you want to go wireless. Now, after diving deep into the Pixel 9 Pro Fold's features, there's no denying that Google has created something special here. From its impossibly thin profile to its AI-powered features, this foldable represents a serious leap forward in smartphone design and functionality, at least here in the US. But at $1,800, it's a hefty investment. Comparing it to competitors like the OnePlus Open, which comes in at $100 cheaper, the Pixel 9 Pro Fold still holds its ground thanks to that AI integration, display technology, and unique camera features. But there's still room for improvement, particularly in the battery life area and in the camera that I just think needs to match up, or at least match closer to the other Pro Pixels in the lineup. Thanks for watching as always, guys. I appreciate your support. I'm Andrew Edwards, and I will catch you in the next video.